Hey guys, sorry I was saying here. Welcome you to a new Let's Play edition here. I've been wanting to do this one for a while. It's one of my favorites. Tell, it's a Konami game. I mean, that's a little off. Welcome to Yu-Gi-Oh! The Falsebound Kingdom for the GameCube. This game's been out for quite a bit, actually. I loved it ever since I first got it. It's different than most Yu-Gi-Oh! Games, and you'll see why. As you can see, this is it's an original Yu-Gi-Oh! Game. Like most Yu-Gi-Oh! Games, it came with 3 cards, which I can't remember what they are. Yeah, I'm gonna delete it, but here you can choose between either Yugi or Kaiba story mode first. And whoever you do first affects the other story mode, but we're gonna start with our good old buddy Yugi. Those who in fact claim to control the gods are in fact controlled by the gods. Alexander Irvine, philosopher. And if you don't quite know much about Yu-Gi-Oh!, I'll definitely talk about each of the characters when we actually get introduced to them. But basically, so they're going to a place within Domino City, and it's a new game company, and it's pretty new. So, according to Bakura here, he knows quite a bit, and they're using 3D images in virtual reality. But it sounds a bit like what Kaiba does. So they're doing the exact same work as Kaiba Corp, but probably even better. But now to use dual monsters, or as we know as the Yu-Gi-Oh! Card game. But yeah, this is based off the anime Yu-Gi-Oh! And this is in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Storyline, if for those who do know. At least post-Battle City. Help making Kingdom the best game it could be. Sure, Joey. Sure. Yes, he did decently well. And Joey and Tristan usually fight. And let me put it this way. This guy is very familiar because he's a Kaiba Corp dude. Yes, you're right. Well, that's... Huh. So it's a simulator code named Kingdom. It's the prototype, and they're using the dual discs for packaging reasons. But it's not Kaiba Corp technology, it's all their original stuff. Yeah. So basically, it's a massive multiplayer online game. Looks like it's an MMORPG, really. From within Yugi's mind, yes, Yugi has a secondary person in his mind who just looks like an older, more badass version of him. To tell you the truth, they don't mention his name, but he gets known as Yami in the dub, which means darkness, which kind of fits as a darker version of Yugi. But to really specify, his actual name is Atem. Of course, it doesn't get known, but it's one of the Pharaoh's missions in life. And that's never a good sign. Either they were planning on this malfunction, or it's in mode 2. And now they are trapped in the game. Lord Yugi. Well, this is not good. Yeah. My God, the western edge. So we're basically, if we're on that map, we're on the most western part of the map on the island. Yeah, that's usually not good. Yes, we apparently are suffering from memory loss. Okay, we knew his name is Yugi. Oh, but he's the leader of the resistance on the island. Imperial forces splitting up and Atom's this next step. Well, we're kind of just part of a game in a simulation, yeah. Yep. So Yugi, well, okay. Yami. Actually, no, Yami's not even appropriate enough. I'm just gonna call him by his actual name, Atem. Yeah, spoilers to those who haven't seen the anime. Oh well, it's been like... Oh... Seen the Yu-Gi-Oh? About 8 years? So basically he's a Yes, we don't know anything. Even though I totally do know everything. But we can control monsters and, you know, put them against the enemy. And we're pretty destructive. Yeah. Yep, we're gonna have to work from the beginning. And I'm going too fast. Well, you're right about that, Yugi. You and Atem are in quite a bit of trouble. Yeah. Pretty sure they are, Yugi. But of course, they're just thrown into their character roles as well. Yeah, if it is a game, and it does have to have a ending, so if we play through all the levels, we should get out of here. But now, so we're on this place called Rendezvous, and we're at Makad. So basically, we're gonna liberate the whole island eventually. So we gotta take control of Sugat, the capital of the island, of Faxi Island. Yes. Yeah, we do gotta draw their attention and stuff. So, we gotta thin out the defense. And we'll be directing our marshals. And we'll also be commanding a team of... Yes. And we will organize our units. Yeah, we'll be facing other marshals who have control of different monsters as well. And yes, no matter how strong or how weak, we can only command up to 3 monsters. So we at least know it's going to be 3 monsters versus 3. And yes, there we have plenty of monsters. And we got them together as a team, and now we're going to assemble the teams. And the center monster of each team is very special, since they are the team leader and the team's movement speed and movement type, actually, too. Now, here we are at the planning stage. First off, we have Yugi, Moto, or basically Atem. As you can see, he adds on a little extra battle points, life points, and action points. But, he has a team of 3 monsters, and actually all of them are monsters that he has used. And he starts off at level 1. First monster he has is the Celtic Guardian, who is actually the strongest one on his team. With 3 action points, and cannot fly, so it is a ground-bound monster. But, it's definitely a very good team member, and will prove very efficient. His next one is Feral Imp, who is a Fiend-type monster. Oh yeah, just saying Celtic Guardian is a warrior. Feral Imp is a Fiend-type monster, a little weaker than Celtic Guardian, but it's still a very good, valuable one. And last one is Karibo, another Fiend-type monster, but it's very weak. And 2 of these 3 monsters eventually get Yu-Gi-Oh cards printed, get support. Celtic Guardian gets upgraded to the obnoxious Celtic Guard. And Karibo gets incarnations along with support cards, eventually getting Winged Karibo and Karibon. Funny thing is... And Yugi's ability is Master of the Egyptian Gods, which I can't really explain. Well, that means he has control of the Egyptian gods, but I can't show this off right away, or actually, we can't show it off in Yugi's mode. But there is somebody, of course, if you think about it, if you know your Yu-Gi-Oh, you're gonna know that there are gonna be more people who have the ability Master of the Egyptian Gods. We have Fizditz, who I think is just an original character for this. She has Penguin Soldier, Horn Imp, and Kani Kabuto. 2 Aqua Monsters and a Fiend. And then we have Shimon, who has plenty of ancient Egyptian reincarnations in past and future Yu-Gi-Oh games. But he has a pretty almost even team. He has Beaver Warrior, who is a Beast Warrior, Zombie Warrior, who is a zombie, Shadow Spectre, who is also a zombie. And we can bring visits with us, But I'm not gonna bring her and just go to Shimon and Yugi. So, War Campaign is our first chapter. You can save before you start each chapter. But in the next part, we're actually gonna get started onto the first map and get going. See ya.